Release the want or the need to go back to an old version of you because you have been through so much and grown so much since then. You cannot go back to her because it wouldn't fit. It doesn't make any sense. So be excited, be open to embracing a new, upgraded version of you. I want to chat really quickly about grieving the loss of yourself. I've been having a few of these conversations with my clients over the past 2 weeks, and they're saying things like, I'm really just trying to get back to my old self. I'm really trying to get to a place of how I felt before on this date at this time when I was this age, when I was in this environment. And I want you to just take a deep breath and release that. I really want you to change your mindset around this, getting back to an old version of you. That version of you is gone, and it can't be here anymore with you because you've gone through things between that date and now that have completely changed your soul, changed your mind, and changed who you are. You've evolved. You cannot go back in time to an old version because you know too much now. And once you know something, you have to act on it. So to try to go back to an old version just causes anxiety because you feel like the gap is too big to get there sometimes. You're like, I felt so good at that time. I was working out all the time. I was more spiritual. I was going out more with my friends. That's great. That time of your life allowed for that. That time of your life was conducive for that. And now you're going through a different period of life. And so the very first thing that can start to feel uncomfortable in the moment you're in now is you start to just always be in this grief or longing for that old version of you. But bless her, be thankful for that version of you. She was having a great time and she embodied and held the energy for who you want to feel like going forward. But just because your life doesn't look exactly the same at that moment doesn't mean you can't feel like that again and even better. That's another thing. A lot of the times we feel like that is the pinnacle, that is the epitome of how good you can feel, but you don't allow your energy or your mind to be open to feeling even better than you felt at that time. So I really encourage you to release the old version of yourself that you've been trying to go back to. Bless her, thank her, give gratitude, but be excited and open for the new version, the new best version of you that you want to go towards and strive towards. She's there. She is you. It's just the feeling and the energy that you are trying to embody. That's all that it is. Don't make it harder. And there's no need to be sad about where you are right now because there is gold in where you are right now. Maybe you feel like people around you don't understand you. Maybe you're feeling a little bit lonely. Maybe you feel like you are in a job that is not your favorite or you're not liking. But I really want you to try to know that you are in this season of your life for a reason. And sometimes there are not a lot of people around us because it is a time for you to only be with yourself and to learn yourself and love on yourself instead of giving that energy out to other people. And sometimes we're in a job or a role that is also teaching us something. Not sometimes. We're always in a job or a role that is teaching us something. It's either teaching us about more of what we want to cultivate or less of what we want. And sometimes when we're somewhere that we don't like, that is just as valuable of information as where we want to be. When you think of what motivates you, it's usually, your motivation is usually coming from a place of like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to be there again. And that's the fire that propels you forward. So release the want or the need to go back to an old version of you because you have been through so much and grown so much since then. You cannot go back to her because it wouldn't fit. It doesn't make any sense. So be excited, be open to embracing a new upgraded version of you, and do whatever you can every day to work towards cultivating her and bringing that feel good energy into your life, whatever that is. If the very first thing you can do is start walking every day so that you can be getting your physical exercise, you can be getting out in nature, that can also be your meditative time. Walking outside, it doesn't always just have to be sitting on a pillow and chanting. It can be in other ways. So start to incorporate small little things into your life each day that make you feel good and that bring you closer to the highest version of you.